Episode 4 of Lucky begins with a flashback in which Agent Rand approaches Lucky and warns her that her father is in danger. Agent Rand describes how Priscilla buys gas wholesaler without paying taxes and resells it at full price. However, she doesn't have any actual evidence against Priscilla. She presumes that Priscilla is going to let John take the fall, since there is plenty of evidence against him and Cary. But Rand only wants Priscilla and asks Lucky to help her. Lucky gets convinced and asks for full immunity for John and Cary. At present, Lucky and Cary face each other in the beachside house he's rented. He asks to explain and she hits him, hurting her hand in the process. He wants to explain himself, but Lucky rants about how she thought he was dead because at least that would mean he didn't betray her. While they're fighting, Agent Rand calls for backup as they move towards the beach house in La Jolla. At the same time, Priscilla and Dutch drive towards the same destination. In the beach house, Cary and Lucky continue to argue as he tries to explain himself. He finally bursts out that Priscilla was going to kill Lucky. A flashback shows Priscilla meeting her son after getting out of prison. She tells him that John has been stealing from her and Lucky knows where the money is. She's surprised to learn that Cary and Lucky are married since she didn't let Cary visit her while she was in prison.
You're married?
She wants Cary to bring the money back to Whitaker and work in the business with her and Whitaker. Cary says he doesn't want anything to do with it since he's in love with Lucky and wants to live an ordinary life with her. That's when Priscilla drops a bomb. Lucky helped put Priscilla in jail and lied to Cary about it. Her final card is to threaten Lucky's life, since she is the one who knows where the money is. At present, Cary accuses Lucky of lying to him for years. She says the FBI already had Priscilla, and she wanted to protect them, her and Cary, from her. Cary, in turn, accuses John of being at fault for stealing the money in the first place. Cary then admits that he couldn't actually bring himself to give the money to his mother. He was about to meet her at a diner to deliver the money when he saw her laughing with Dutch. Seeing her laugh, while he just blew up his life, broke something in him, and he decided to leave. He went back to Las Vegas, but by then, Lucky was already on the run. So he deposited the cash through various ATMs, changed cars, and came to La Jolla. He thought Priscilla would come after him, and didn't realize she would go after Lucky. At present, Lucky brushes his explanations away and asks for the seed phrase to access the money. He refuses. She then grabs the gun and points it at him, ready to cause pain and force the answer out. That's when Agent Rand and her team arrive, knocking on the door for Cary. They burst into the house and find it empty. A few seconds later, Lucky and Cary drive out of the garage and speed away. Unfortunately, Rand has a helicopter and a dozen cars following them. Lucky stops under an overpass to lose the helicopter, and they head out on foot instead. While walking, Cary asks Lucky why she took John's money when their life was set. She says that life was over anyway. Whitaker and Priscilla would have come after them. He retorts that she just can't say no to her father. At that moment, Priscilla and Dutch find them. Lucky immediately makes a run for it. Priscilla tells her son she can forgive him, but he follows Lucky instead. They run to a nearby parking lot where Lucky steals car keys from the first guy she sees. They drive off in the new car, but unfortunately, Priscilla and Dutch find them and give chase. The police join in as well, and things start looking dire. Cary uses his gun to try and buy them some time. A shootout ensues. In the end, a bullet hits their car and it overturns. A flashback shows the FBI taking John and Priscilla away and getting Lucky out of the cuffs. Lucky's surprised when John is taken away as well. Agent Rand says he was deeper and then she realized and she couldn't keep him out of it. Lucky rails at her and calls her a liar. At present, Lucky wakes up in the crash and sees that Cary's been shot. He's bleeding out and slowly loses consciousness while Lucky begs him to wake up. An injured Rand approaches the car to find only Cary there. She soon passes out as well. The EMTs arrive and confirm that Cary's dead, placing a sheet over him. Priscilla watches from afar, and Dutch stops her from going towards his body. Episode 4 is a solid entry that keeps you hooked from start to finish. By focusing on Lucky and Cary, the episode offers a nice mix of relationship drama and the thrills of being on the run. You get the push and pull between the leading characters, and secrets come out that change everything. Cary may have betrayed Lucky, but she did lie to him and help his mother get arrested. The episode uses a nice combination of their argument paired with flashbacks that reveal key details. The editing is done really well here, since it all comes together to keep us on our toes. Anya Taylor-Joy and Drew Starkey provide a compelling performance of Lucky and Cary, which brings more nuance to their relationship. Cary's explanation changes everything, and Starkey's portrayal of Cary convinces us just as much as it does Lucky. By the end, when the chase kicks off and the episode enters pure thriller territory, this new understanding of their bond is what drives you to root for them. The end then comes as a sharp twist of the knife, as we see Cary's body being covered just a few moments after he and Lucky shared their love for each other. All in all, this episode is tightly written, smartly edited, and has an emotional current running through that keeps us wanting to know what happened in the past and what's going to happen in the future.